Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my top 10 favorite characters in Smash 4. And I did a video a while back asking if you guys wanted to see a top 10 with commentary, and I got a bunch of positive feedback. So I decided, why not give it a try? And if you're just as excited to see this new series, please leave a like and a comment suggesting which topic I should do next. And before we actually start the list, I want to thank everyone for 3,000 subscribers. And I know I've been at 3,000 subscribers for a while now, but I never really got a chance to say the proper thank you. And we've been growing at such a fast rate that it's actually crazy how far I've come in such a small period of time. So I just want to say again, thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos and leaving like support and stuff, because I really do appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get into my top 10 favorite characters in Smash 4. Coming in at number 10, we have Chic. Chic was actually one of the first characters I've ever played in Smash 4, and he's actually the S in DSM. I enjoy using him a lot in friendlies, and my favorite Monado art will probably be Speed, because I like getting speedy characters. And even though I don't play Chic that much anymore, he's still one of my favorite characters, and he made this list because he's just that much fun to me. And I also love him for his advanced techniques. Seeing techniques like Monado Purge are always cool and hype to see. And at number 9, we have Captain Falcon. I like Captain Falcon so much because, I mean, he's pretty good at comboing people, like I'm sure you know that. And you know, since he thrives off of combos, it's always cool to like figure out and make your own combos, and that's just something that's just so cool to me. And when you get that one air dodge read that leads into that spike, or that up tilt, or that knee of justice, or that reverse Falcon punch off stage, you know the pop-offs are real. And even though people say he isn't as good as he is in Melee, you can't deny that he's still pretty cool in this game. I mean, he's Falcon. Come on, bruh. And Fatality's Falcon is actually the Falcon that got me interested in this character. He was just so hype, and you see his matches and stuff, so you know, shoutouts to him. Now, Corrin is actually number 8 because, I like sword characters. That's pretty much almost everyone on this list, but, no spoilers. Anyway, Corrin is my favorite because when I first played her on my friend's 3DS, I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy her for DLC, but then when I actually tried her, I was like, this character's actually pretty cool. And now she's one of my strong secondaries, maybe like number 4 of my strongest characters. So yeah, I put a lot into my Corrin, and Cosmos is actually my favorite Corrin player. I enjoy using Corrin for doubles mainly. I don't know why, but I just feel like she's one of those. I like playing on the defensive side when I play doubles. So like, she's kind of the stock tank kind of character. She relies on true combos, so whenever I get that one hit, it can lead into something, and that's pretty much why she's my favorite character. Coming in at number 7, we have the Hero King himself, Marth. And I never really I never really played Marth that much, really. But he's actually one of my favorite characters because I played him in Brawl a lot. He was actually, I mean, you could call him my main. Him and Zero Suit Samus were both my mains. And while I didn't really play him that much in Smash 4, he's still pretty good. MK Leo is basically put him on the map by winning Zero Saga and then Genesis right after that. So, you know, and I'm kind of glad that Marth is actually doing pretty well now in today's meta. I think in the beginning he wasn't really doing so hot, but nowadays he's doing really good, and I hope he continues to be one of the best characters in the game. And at number 6, we have Mario. And Mario is just one of those characters that you just get hit by once, and then you get hit by like 100 more times. We've seen his up tilt combos, we've seen his up air strings. I mean, clearly he's top 5, and I'm only kidding. He's not top 5. And he's also the M in ZSM. So Chic was S, and Mario was M in ZSM. So yeah, you can tell he's one of the early characters, one of the first characters I played in Smash 4. And that is why he's still my favorite. I play him all the time when I'm warming up, when I first start playing, is just one of those characters that I've always kept playing. And playing Mario all the time, you know, practicing has actually helped me like get more practice like as a whole, my movement, everything, my spacing. Because Mario is just one of those all-around characters that you get used to and you ended up picking up when you first start playing. So he's actually good if you're new and you're trying to pick up a new character or anything like that. And coming in at number 5, we have Chic. Chic was nerfed about a little over a year ago, and ever since she was nerfed, I decided to give her a try. And though I wasn't really good at first, as time went on, I got actually really good with Chic. I started practicing her regular setups, needles to bouncing fish, nair to bouncing fish, and I started to realize that her neutral is actually pretty good. You have needles to camp. I mean, the range is not as far as it used to be, but it's still pretty good. You have fair, which is a disjoint, is good in the neutral, safe on shield, and she really is just like a really fun character to me. And if you haven't really tried her much, you probably should play her a little bit because she is a lot of fun. Coming in at number 4, we have Ryu. Ryu is he's a very technical character, and he's pretty much like he hits like a truck basically, and he's really hard to play as. But like if you're dedicated and like you work hard, you can definitely pick up this character and do well. I play with him in friendlies all the time, but even though like my Ryu is like utter trash, I still manage to win, or I have a lot of fun. And you should really check out Ryu if you haven't bought him yet, or you know, or you just want like a new character to play for fun or anything, because he is tons of fun and you really should check him out. And some notable Ryu mains would be Trella and Locust, 2 of the best Ryus in the world actually. And coming in at number 3, we have Cloud. Cloud is one of the best characters in the game, and he's also one of my favorite characters because of how cool he looks. I mean, when to be honest, when I saw at the end of the direct in 2015 when Cloud was first revealed, I didn't know who he was because I had never played Final Fantasy VII. Because you know, I did have a PlayStation, but everything, but no, I didn't know who Cloud was. So I was seeing all these moves and stuff like, so well, he looks pretty OP, and he kind of was for a while until he got nerfed. And another reason why I like Cloud is because like his whole character model is like so crisp. I like the Advent Children's and that's why I'm so excited for the Cloud amiibo that's going to be released later on this year, because I'll be getting both of them. And they're like the main reason why I think I was going to pick up Cloud is because I seen how good he was in doubles, and I thought maybe I can become a Zero Suit Cloud main. That would be really good. And that's actually exactly what happened. And I was actually a Zero Suit Cloud main for a while, and it wasn't until like maybe later on, the end of 2016, that I figured out maybe Cloud was better off as a secondary, and I didn't want to spend that much time with Cloud since I wanted to improve my Zero Suit at the same time. So I decided to only stick with one, and that's actually what ended up happening. Coming in at number 2, we have Lucina. So a lot of you probably have already made this assumption, and you're probably right about the next 2, but Lucina is actually the first character that I was interested in when I first started playing Smash 4. And the reason behind that is because when I first started playing, I knew I was going to main Zero Suit Samus, and I wanted a second character to play as well. So one day I decided to play on random, and I got Lucina, and I pretty much fell in love with the character. I started learning combos with the character, and then after a while I kind of dropped her for like a good 6 months, and then I picked her back up, and I was a lot better. Like tech skill wise, I knew how to tech and everything, because I had to relearn the entire game because I didn't know anything about competitive Smash until Smash 4. So by the time I learned the neutral and everything, my Lucina was pretty good, and I decided that maybe she would be a strong secondary. And as time went on, I started using Lucina more and more until she became pretty much a main. And I started playing her, like if I was going over someone's house, or even at my first tournament, I warmed up with Lucina, and I pretty much played her for almost the entire time. And then when the tournament actually started, then I started to play Zero Suit. And that's actually the reason why she's my favorite. And coming in at number 1 on the list, we have Zero Suit Samus. And honestly, who didn't know that she'd be number 1 on the list? I mean, it was pretty obvious. She's my best character. But besides any of that, she has the most stylish setups in the game. She has the up air, up B, and she also has the nair flip kick on the edge. And she can pretty much take your stock whenever she wants, to be honest. And besides any of that, she's also one of my favorite characters because I grew up with Metroid games. Metroid Fusion was actually my first Metroid game, and I had it on the Game Boy Advance SP, I think that's what it was called. But I played that like all the time, even though sometimes I get scared because I was like maybe 6 or 7. And another reason is because like everything that I want, like what I want to do, it always flows together with Zero Suit Samus. And also, she's, like I said earlier, I like speedy characters that I can play really fast with. I like using all of her movement options, tether cancels, ledge cancels. And she also fits my playstyle the most. Sometimes I like to play aggressive, that's usually most of the time. And I can always pressure my opponent into doing something unsafe, which I can punish again. And she has the second best punish game in like all of Smash 4. And that's actually good, so when you're at like a big deficit, you can make the damage up or even take the stock. And she has some of the like, most of her moves are so stylish, like you can like style on your opponent without even trying. Like you don't even have to go, like most of the stuff that you go for is like, it looks stylish or whatever, but it's stuff that you're supposed to go for anyway. And that's what makes her so cool to me. In conclusion, thanks guys for watching. This is my first time trying something like this in a very long time, so I hope you did enjoy. And if you want to see something like this at least once a week, just let me know in the comment section by telling me what topic you want me to do next. And as always, if you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, make sure to do so at kbandz. And make sure you join the Discord if you haven't joined already, because that's where I get most of my video suggestions. So with all that saying, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and take care.